Okay, so what the heck? Everybody is saying Leon Kennedy is way better than Chris Redfield, and it's pissing me off. It seems like all the Resident Evil fans are really showing their true selves, because the way they are roasting Chris has to be studied, and I'm here to shut it down. Hello, ghosty people. My name is Jolty Ghost Girl, and I am your game reporter, a very trusty source. And today, I am here in defense of Chris Redfield because it seems like he has a lot of haters. Haters are saying Chris will never be better than Leon. He's never soloed in a boss fight. He always lets his team down. He's a wacko. And it's kind of crazy, you know, considering all the shit that Chris did. Okay, so the fact that people are saying Chris never soloed in a boss fight is completely insane. In Resident Evil 5, Chris literally hand-to-hand combat with the Albert Wesker, okay? And when I mean hand-to-hand combat, I mean physical contact. He freaking ripped the man's heart out of his chest. And before people say, oh, Chris Redfield didn't solo in the Wesker fight. Oh yeah, he did at some point.
Let's not forget the man is saying he don't care if she shoots through him to save the world.
Chris physically overpowered Wesker at many points. He survived direct hand-to-hand combat with the man. Like, what the fuck else does he need to prove? In Resident Evil 6, there was many encounters where Chris had to deal with shit alone, while Piers was hurt or some elsewhere, and he handled that shit like a G. In Resident Evil Code Veronica, freaking Chris soloed Alexia on his own. No backup, no team, just Chrissy. But that's a straight up solo boss encounter. And for people to say that he let his team down actually hurts my heart. Chris Redfield's been through so many things, and he is driven upon, you know, fighting for his team and not letting not one man behind. Yes, in Resident Evil 6, he lost Piers. It wasn't because of him. How dare y'all bring that traumatic fucking, how dare y'all? His squad died instead of running, but he was literally broken from that and continued to fight. That is some quality heroism. Leon shrugs it off with little one-liners and jokes, and Chris actually carries that shit. Like, bro, Leon is a survivor and Chris is a veteran, a war veteran. Chris literally dedicated his whole life to stopping bioterrorism. He founded the BSAA, and he kept on fucking going even when he was exhausted, even when shit was haunting him in his sleep. Leon protects people when disasters hit. Chris prevents them. Chris makes sure it never happens again. He goes to the root of the nest and takes it out. How dare you? Chris is the literal backbone of Resident Evil. If he wasn't there, Wesker would have fucking won. If Wesker would have won, there would have been no Leon. If Chris wasn't there, bioterrorism would have spreaded. If Chris wasn't there, half of the fucking characters are cooked. There would have been no Jill. You think Shepard knew about Jill? There would have been no Claire. He's been there since Resident Evil 1 and still is standing strong. That is no plot armor. That is fucking endurance. That is heroism. Yeah, buddy, hold on for life. This ride is getting bumped. The truth of the matter is both Leon Kennedy and Chris Redfield will go down in history as one of the best characters in the Resident Evil franchises. Putting Chris down here and putting Leon up here just don't make fucking sense. Leon Kennedy's only the face of Resident Evil because he's prettier than Chris. But Chris Redfield is a reason why the world isn't dead. This isn't a debate, this is just truth. So get out of your graveyards and let me know in the comment sections, do you agree with anything I said? And if you don't, you're going down.